Listen, come on now. What are we doing? What are we doing? Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications, because it honestly is very much appreciated and it does help me out, and hopefully it'll let you know when these go live. Now, some people have been saying they're getting those notifications kind of halfway through a premiere or even later sometimes. I don't really have any control over that, and I hope it gets fixed. YouTube do much better. Now, we're finally back with more Eskimo Call Boy, and the reason is I kind of just forced myself to. I miss these guys. I want more of their music. I love their attitude. I love their music. And I know there's a song that you guys have been asking me to take a look at for a long time. It's called Crystals. So I want to look at that. I don't know what I'm going to get from them. Is it going to be funny? Is it going to be serious? Is it going to be kind of 80s techno vibe inspired with some heaviness? Is it going to be more like rock oriented? I don't know. And that's a beautiful thing, especially when I'm going back in their catalog. I think this is about 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Well, at least that's what the publishing date is on the video. Probably earlier than that for the song. But I'm excited, man. I just really love these guys, and I can't wait for it. So, Eskimo Call Boy Crystals official video. Let's see what you got. Put your motherfucking ass in the sky! No, wait. No, again. Need again. Now. Yes, I wanted heavy. I got heavy. Okay, I'm excited. Wow, I'm awake. I love how this started. It's that nice, really quick sample effect that's coming in there. You could hear the music building underneath it. And it reminds me of Prodigy a bit. That's really cool. All of a sudden, a nice harsh stop. Let the vocals take the lead. There was a nice interruption to that. And then just drop kicks you in the face with power. Give it to me again, please. Easy. Oh, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Okay, so it's ultra brutal, heavy, intense, and there's actually pretty easily explainable reasons for that. That sentence escaped me. It's the freedom of the instruments. Usually when you hear a piece like this, it's more controlled. There's more closing off of those notes, letting that intense distortion, sometimes a bit of fuzz, definitely a lot of drive on it. It's controlling those, because what they want you to do is hear that repeatable pattern, that loop in the guitar phrasing. And somehow they found the balance between keeping that there, that you can definitely hear it, and the bass might have something to do with it. The bass is also open and free, but the guitar work is just, it feels like it never ends. It's relentless. It just keeps pushing this continuous aggression, even in between the phrasing, the brief moments where the power is off to accent another note. It's still there. It's still intense. The vocals on top with that immense power, and definitely could have a little bit of a drive on that as well, like an effects on it, but we know they can scream anyway. So it's all working. It's all powerful. 22 seconds in, and I have high blood pressure. Love the synth in the back drifting on top. Okay, I'm stopping there, and I will go back to leading. This is exactly what I was talking about. And silly me got excited and probably paused a bit earlier. No, never regret the pause. Shout out Pause Gang. Exactly what I was talking about earlier was emphasized right there in the opposite way. So they took the control back into the palm muting piece. Shout out Palm Mute Gang. Give me those palm mute signs in the chat. they took that control back, more control, letting the notes stop dead, more staccato to a lot of palm muting, aggression. And what you heard was the cymbals ringing out. The cymbal freedom continued. There's a approach to this which is more live oriented. So it's still very much a studio track, produced and mixed nicely, but it is meant to feel live like that. Those cymbals would be ringing out and, longer than you ordinarily expect on something that is overproduced. And I think this is really nice. It's that raw element to it. And it was really, that contrast was emphasized so well there. I'm just so happy they did that, because it kind of helps explain what I was talking about. Okay, before we go into this next piece, I'll leave it there to track forward. The synth piece I was talking about sounds like it's just an environmental effect or modulation on a piece of lead work, which is fine. It still produces that same sound. It may have, I'm not really sure. I might have to listen again, and I certainly will when this is done, because this is my vibe. But it sounds like that it's either mimicking that, or maybe that was a synth piece, but the effect is there. It's dreamy, it sits on top. Here it's become more of a primary outside of the vocals, because a lot of that intense guitar has been stripped out. And that's really nice. If you want to have power, you have to find places to take it away so you can hit people again with it, or else it becomes monotonous and it becomes overdone. They know what they're doing. Okay, not expected. I thought it was just going to be brutal from start to finish. And even there it was, to be honest. Even though there was a melodic singing piece on top, there were nice layers to that. There was a part where one of the vocal melodies started drifting while another one entered. It's a trade-off. It's like a relay, like a vocal handover. And it's just a change in primary, and then it goes back again to the lead vocal. It's very, very cool. The layering on that's really nice. I like the vocal sound. The whole... I just said it earlier. This is making me really happy. It's almost validating stuff I say. When you are talking about someone else's music, something someone took the care and energy to produce and put together, I'm very careful about what I say, because I didn't do anything to help create this song. I'm just talking about it. I do my best to do it in a way that's ethical, honest, and to celebrate the music. And I hope that that's seen, because it's very easy to talk about something. It's much harder to make that something. But they are doing a fantastic job of making this. The whole vibe of this is obviously much more serious. The video is quite creepy and ominous, and so is the music. Love that chorus. It's validating what I'm saying, because I just spoke about taking the power away and being able to push it back again. They then took you on that journey. It's now a vocal singing piece, and then back into the screaming. They keep going with this up and down and the contrast, and it's awesome. I'm loving it. The whole song itself is much more serious, as I mentioned, versus something like a Hyper or MC Thunder. And there's nothing wrong with it. This is much more a love-hate or hate-love essence, not sound, essence, in terms of the seriousness of it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the video with the girl in leather with the milk bowl. I just realized if you don't know what I'm talking about, I've just made it worse. Great video. Go watch it. It's awesome. Let's get back to this. second. Man, that's cool. I can hear the bass rattling. I can hear it pulsing and being really active, free in the background of that piece that is presumably, I guess, the second verse. However, I'm not getting a lot of that low end to the mix on this. I'm definitely hearing it, but I'm not feeling a lot of that low end power on it. And it could just be like that was an earlier approach to some of the mixing and stuff they're doing. But I think there could be a little shift in that to help push that and give it a bit more power. But it's still sick, like it's still awesome. It's just a personal preference and taste from my side. Listen, come on now. What are we doing? Oh, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. This band is owning my face, and in the best possible way. You can hear a breakdown coming most of the times. You can hear it. There's an intent to build up to it. There is a formula. The thing is, when you are advertising something that's coming, you need to fulfill the expectation, and they never miss with that. Their breakdowns are violent and aggressive and confrontational, and they're everything you want from them, and they make me very, very happy. I hear your voice that runs through. I hear your voice that runs out of tune. I'm floating in the haze of your perfume. I hear your voice that runs out of tune. Your crystal shine bright like the silver moon. Double tap. Yeah, 2015. Special, so special. These guys are just insanely talented, just so good, talented. I don't know what else are you gonna say. I mean, they're talented. They have a sense of humor. They just know what they're doing. That was heavy. It was really nice to see that even, you know, in their earlier days, if you will, they were still having some of that more serious approach to things and knowing when to be funny and humorous with it. I liked the video. It was really ominous and creepy. I liked the stylistic elements of it, that white and black, the contrast. The music had a contrast too. It took you on a journey. They ticked all the boxes. A lot of the formulas being used in there have been commonly used by a lot of bands, but it's not about what you're doing, it's how you do it. The world has written a lot of music. It's rare to find something that is truly unique, but it's how you reinvent it, how you make it your own, and how you make it better. And they keep doing that. Really like the singing in the chorus, like the melody. This is going to be on my personal playlist for sure. Speaking of playlists, I have a Spotify playlist of all the songs I reacted to that's put together by the awesome Frosty. The link is in this video description. But yeah, go and check these guys out, man. Shout them out to all your friends because they're a whole vibe, and I'm very, very keen for more. Until more. And hopefully they're going to be releasing. I know they kind of put some new stuff out not too long ago, but selfishly I want them to do more. Until then, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.